Did you ever get it?
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Wild World of Wrestling podcast. We are here for our WWF Raw live reaction. We are doing episodes 3 and 4 tonight. If you was with us on Saturday, we did our WWF Royal Rumble 1993 live reaction. We did last Thursday. We did episodes 1 and 2. Then it was the Royal Rumble. So now we're doing 3 and 4. Typically, we do this on Thursdays and Saturdays, but I'm going to be out of town tomorrow. So we thought we might as well just do it tonight, Wednesday, so we can at least do it. Because we just started this, so we don't want to just take a whole week off already. But yeah, we are doing episodes 3 and 4 of Monday Night Raw. It'll be the aftermath show of the Royal Rumble 1993, which is, I'm looking forward to seeing Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect. Because whoever loses this leads the World Wrestling Federation. We already know who loses. If you know history, you know who loses.
Yeah.
WCW, but I'm still interested to see how it all unfolds. And we're doing episode 4, which I know nothing of what's going to happen in that episode. But if you guys would like to watch along with us, some of these episodes are on Netflix. Some of them are not. So I can't really say where to watch it at. But we're watching it on a site. It's called One Max. You just put in One Max on Google, and then you should be able to find it. Go to Collections, Raw. We're on episode 3. You will have to go through some hoops. Before we went live, it took me a little bit to even find Raw 1993, but that's where you can find it. I know Deshaun asked that, but if you want to watch along with us, that's where you can watch. Yeah, I'm ready when.
All right, I'm ready. Press play.
That stupid horn, that stupid sound. That's the only thing I didn't like about their intro was
Repo Man with the Macho Man's hat.
they're still playing into this. Well, Macho Man got his revenge, kind of, at the Royal Rumble, but
Yeah.
he didn't get his hat back though, so it defeats the whole purpose. He's gonna repossess his career. That's kind of funny. He's gonna repossess his career. I mean,
in
during
the
that
early
time,
'93, like this is like the changing of the tide, I guess you can say, because they were starting to go out of the cartoony characters. It was
yeah,
it was starting to begin, and like once the Monday Night Wars started, I mean the gloves are off. They got rid of the kitty character, the little kitty characters, and kind of started making more reality based type characters.
you like right now, like they're fading out of the golden era, and they're going into the new generation. Uh, and guys like Hogan, Savage, Warrior, all those guys are kind of a thing in the past. And now you see guys like Perfect, Michaels, Razor Ramon, Bret Hart,
Mhm.
Undertaker, Yokozuna, who won the Royal Rumble. So you can already see they're kind of shifting. And it's kind of funny that Repo Man said that he's going to repossess Macho Man's career. Because during this time, I mean, that's what they were kind of doing. I mean,
Yeah.
they were shifting away from Macho Man. And I mean, he went from a wrestler. Vince didn't want him to wrestle anymore, and he wanted Macho Man to be on the commentary team.
Yep.
Uh, Savage didn't want to do that. He wanted to go back to wrestling, but Vince only wanted him to wrestle part time, like against the Repo Man in the World Rumble, like for big events. And he didn't want to do that, so he took his talents and went to the World Championship Wrestling.
And I'm thinking the Repo Man was definitely a Vince McMahon idea. He came up with that character 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and it's someone very easy for Macho Man to beat. I mean, oh, comes Randy Savage.
There's Mach. We got
So
the first match of the night.
So yeah, like this kind of shows what I was saying, that Vince only wanted Savage to wrestle like part time.
Yeah.
He wanted him to wrestle like for the big events like the Royal Rumble, and then for like little Raws going against guys like Repo Man, like kind of like a small feud. This feud's not really it's not the biggest feud, but it's something for Macho Man to do, I guess,
Yeah.
because they don't want to push Macho Man in the world title scene anymore, or
Mm.
because they've kind of like they're already kind of shifting away from guys like Savage and Hogan, and but I like the tights he's wearing. Those are kind of cool.
Those are cool. And that's the thing. The Macho Man, he's the only dude that can get away with wearing that and look cool. For really.
Not many. I don't think anyone else could wear that and look cool in it. But I guess they were just putting Savage into like random little feuds like this.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't want to push him, so like, well, they didn't want to push him majorly, like for a title or anything. So they just put him in stuff like this.
They just
Some of
had,
the
I don't
ring
know, for a while they were just giving them something to do.
just to try to do something with him on TV, I guess. As Macho Man still brings star power to the show, but they're just this is like like as we said, this is the phasing out of the golden era. Like they're going into the new generation, and then from the new generation, you go into the Attitude Era.
Yep.
Like a lot of the cartoonish stuff kind of ends, and it's
You
more
wanna know a
like
fun fact? Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that Roman Reigns' title reign as a tribal chief was longer than the Attitude Era?
wow, that's
Did you know
something.
that?
I knew that. I knew his reign lasted a long time, but I didn't realize that.
I think in essence the Attitude Era really lasted maybe a year to 6 months. It wasn't really that long, but to fans growing up, it seemed like it was over a span of years. But it was like maybe a year, almost 2 years.
I know a lot of people established like the end of the Attitude Era was once in 2001, I guess, when they bought WCW. Uh, that was when it officially ended
Yeah,
because it really wasn't. Because then there was the invasion angle, so it wasn't really like they didn't have any competition once they bought WCW. So
that's true because TNA wasn't a thing yet.
and that's why they did the brand split to give.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main reason for the brand splits because they didn't have any competition, and so Vince was like, you know what? Let's just make SmackDown its own entity.
Kind of like both brands competing against each other. Like
Yeah,
SmackDown had the good in ring work, but Raw had the better stories,
right.
and then they were kind of battling back and forth. So it kind of creates some competition within the company.
Because at that time, I think a lot of well, let's see, there was Taker and then Rey Mysterio. They were two big names at the time on SmackDown. Um,
Yeah, on
Batista
SmackDown
was on SmackDown.
it was Batista, there was Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Um, who else? Well, I know before it was like Undertaker, John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit. Uh,
Hmm.
then they had a brand. They had a draft, and then John Cena went to Raw, and Randy Orton went to SmackDown, and
Yep.
I miss those days.
Davis, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, Davis, thanks for joining us. We definitely appreciate everyone for tuning in. Oh,
Macho Man's been getting the best of Repo Man so far. We will be right
no,
back on to the commercials.
I wanted to see what was going to happen with that. I went to the commercial break.
He just told a kid to shut up. You shut your mouth, kid.
Bill Clinton. Wow.
Bartlett is just trying to be funny.
He's so
He sucks so bad.
he's trying to be
this
funny, but it's not really coming off. It's funny. He's just coming off as stupid.
very stupid.
I guess he went away from his Macho Man impersonation because he's not really. Or no, it was his Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that was a horrible impression. Oh my god, one of the worst impressions of Mike Tyson I've ever heard.
What is going on here? What kind of move is he trying to do on him?
I'm not sure.
Well, Macho
He
Man got out
he
of
did
it.
get his ankle wrapped in some kind of way. Ooh, nice clothesline though.
I like how Bobby Heenan said, "Who is that masked man?" He played quite a few characters. He played the Repo Man. He played, of course, he was in Demolition. That's what he's most known for.
Yeah,
But he played quite a few other characters too.
he was
Kind
a
of like,
blacktop bully in WCW.
yeah, like he's played. He played like two other gimmick characters in WWF. Right. Ooh.
I do remember. I do remember when Repo Man was the blacktop bully. I remember him and Dustin Rhodes had the King of the Road match, and I think they both got in trouble because they were so one of them, I forget which one of them, was bleeding during the match, and that was like a big no on TBS back then.
Yeah. I know certain stations. I mean, it's kind of hard not to like if you accidentally hit somebody and they bleed. I mean, it just happens. What match are we on? We are on Macho Man and the Repo Man. Uh, we're at the
First match of the
beginning.
night.
Yeah. I know Mean Gene Okerlund, I mean, not me, Sean Mooney and Repo Man started the show from outside. And then from there, it transitioned into the opening match we have now. I don't know if that's Earl Hebner or Dave Hebner.
I can't tell either, not from this far. If
I know it's one of them, but I don't know.
it was in HD, I could tell. I think I'm not sure which one that is. I
It's
think
one.
that's Earl. I'm pretty sure that's Earl.
I can't tell the difference between them. Like
Uh,
they're identical, the same.
ooh, Macho Man caught him midair.
I think he's fixing to call it home.
He made that body slam look so easy.
You can just grab your hat right there and put it under the ring so you can get it later after you win. He's going for the elbow. Beautiful. I
He
always
hit
love
that elbow.
I always love Macho Man's elbow.
Yeah, grab that hat.
Now I would assume that would be the end for this feud because
If yeah, I would think so.
there ain't no way. He's not done on him. He's gonna throw him. Yeah,
Get out of my ring, yeah.
throwing him out like trash, like dude the dumpster.
He's gonna hit the. I thought he was gonna hit the elbow from the top. That would have been cool.
I think he was going to. If
You think I don't got it, McMahon? I'll show you.
he's gonna get his hat back. It'd be funny if he tried to grab it and it was glued to the post
That would be hilarious.
and he couldn't get it. And then Repo Man came behind him and attacked him. And then they continued this. Thankfully, that didn't happen because I don't think anyone cares for this to continue. I mean,
No.
it was a little fun feud, like a little mini feud, but
Yeah, technically, this is the first feud to ever be on Raw. Was the Macho Man and Repo Man? That was like the first one, the first
Yeah,
feud to kick off Raw.
you think about it, yeah, like I mean, like they had Ric Flair and Perfect and Michaels and Jannetty, and but all those feuds were already going. Like those feuds were already ongoing before Raw started. So
Yeah,
the first new feud on Raw was Macho Man and Repo Man.
it's funny to think all these years later that that's the one. That's the first rivalry that started the whole thing.
I mean, like of course they had other feuds going on, but like the first feud that like a first new feud on Raw that started was I never knew that. I mean, I knew that like Bret Hart and Razor Ramon was going on, but of course like that started on like Superstars and choosing like
Yeah,
all these feuds like Jannetty and Michaels and Perfect and Flair, like all those feuds had already they'd already been going before Raw started. So that's
got
slick.
Kamala.
Yep, that is slick. And
Did
was
you
it?
know that Kamala actually has a record out there? He has a music. He has some songs out there floating around. If
Oh
you
wow.
YouTube him, I'm pretty sure you'll find his songs. They're pretty. I mean, for him, I enjoy him personally. Every now and then I'll sit back and listen to some Kamala.
I didn't know he released any music. I'm gonna have to look that up.
And he was also a truck driver when he was in wrestling. He would drive trucks all around the U.S.
Yeah, no, like they kind of jibbed him out of a lot of money, and uh,
Yeah, man, he was ripped off of so much money when it came
I mean,
to his business to the wrestling business.
I like heard him in an interview talking about it, and actually, I believe it was Hulk Hogan was the one to act. This is one good thing I can say about Hogan that he wasn't getting paid as much money, and Hogan talked to Vince, and Vince gave him a pay raise. Uh, but other than that, I mean, they jipped him off at a lot of money.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah,
the Brooklyn Brawler, stink face.
I thought he was gonna do it. I
Is that
thought
the
he was
first
gonna do it.
iteration of the stink face right there? We just saw.
I bet that's where Rakishi got it from.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Brawler. He's a staple of the WWF. They say if you can beat if you can have a good match with the Brooklyn Brawler, then you'll have an all right career.
Yeah, Brooklyn Brawler was. I've met him a few times, and he's a pretty nice guy, but he's definitely got a New York accent. Like he's got that
Yeah,
He's got that Bronx.
he's definitely in New York.
Yeah, you can definitely like if you've ever met him and you go up to him, he's got that strong Bronx, New York accent.
He kind of talks to you like this. He has kind of a kind of voice like this. You understand what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, he's definitely got a accent. He
And the cool thing is that when it came to the Brooklyn Brawler, Vince used him as kind of I guess kind of I don't know how to explain. I guess kind of he would put talent up against the Brooklyn Brawler, and if they had a good match with the Brooklyn Brawler, then you know they can have a good match with anybody, according to Vince at that time, because he was kind of the I guess you can say the gatekeeper of sorts at the time. Brooklyn Brawler was, and if you went out there and had a shitty match with the Brooklyn Brawler, then you didn't deserve to be in that wrestling ring. But if you go in there and have a decent match with the Brooklyn Brawler, then you can have a match with anybody. And that, according to Vince, he was kind of the gatekeeper of the at the time,
yeah,
which is why you saw a lot of the Brooklyn Brawler. Because if you remember, a lot of people remember the Brooklyn Brawler for being like the most famous jobber that they ever had. And like I
yeah,
said, because of the fact that they put him in place to kind of test the waters for younger talent and for other talent coming up.
yeah. You'd see him in a lot of matches.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's it.
David Slick was a cool manager.
Wait, is he gonna pin him or?
He had a song too. I forgot what it was called, but it was
What is he doing? That's a weird way to pin someone.
I love that gimmick. I mean, I love that gimmick, man. It's like he didn't know which way to pin. Remember, he would try to pin them whenever they're on their bellies, and he roll them
Yeah.
over, and then he have to pin them.
He's like portraying his character like he's I don't know how to say it, like he's a Kamala, like his character is like he's a I don't know
Now,
how
as now, I think as a black man, there are types of ways I feel about the character itself of Kamala. That there, because the character itself is this wild, man that they found in the jungle, and they brought him to civilization and taught him how to wrestle.
you,
That's the whole point of the gimmick. To me, today's world, yeah, it's pretty offensive. It's very offensive. But Kamala made money with that gimmick most of his career. And and in his words, he said, "As long as they signed my paycheck, I didn't give a damn."
he's very toyetic too. You can
Yeah,
make a lot of action figures, and because I kind of played into that when he was trying to pin him and stuff. It was like he didn't know. Like they're basically like Slick is basically trying to teach him how to wrestle, I guess.
yeah.
Because you could see Slick trying to direct him. And
But if you ever
yeah,
get a chance, anyone out there, go YouTube some of Kamala's music. It's a very entertaining. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube.
yeah, Slick was a cool manager. I really like Slick. He was in, I believe first he was in WCW, and then he came over to WWF.
Yeah,
He managed a lot of people.
I think he became a pastor later in life after he retired.
Yeah, I, I believe he did. I think I heard someone say that too. The Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble report.
Mean Gene Okerlund here. I do miss Mean Gene. He was one of a kind.
Yeah, I really love Mean Gene Okerlund.
It could probably drink anybody under the table that you know.
He was really funny. He was very entertaining and very funny. He
Yeah,
there's probably I don't think there's anyone that compares to him as a backstage or there's no one that comes close. I don't feel like.
I don't think so, man. I think he was like he was like a once in a lifetime kind of guy. Like if you weren't around when Mean Gene was here, you missed out. you know?
Like I've told this story a few times, but I was in line to meet X Pac one time, uh, but he was running late. I was at WrestleCon and X Pac was doing WWE Access and WrestleCon, so he was at WWE and he was coming over to WrestleCon. I was in line because I wanted to be the first in line to meet X Pac, so I wouldn't have to stand in a long line. So I waited in that line for like an hour. So I was just sitting down, and next to him was Mean Gene Okerlund. And I was just sitting there, and Mean Gene Okerlund looked at me, and he thought I was in line to meet him. And then he said, like to his, like, I guess the people that brought him in or whatever, he's
Hmm.
saying, why do you got this young man sitting down? He's in line to meet me and stuff. He's like, I guess he thought that I was in line to meet him. Now I've been sitting there laying down, but I told him that I was in line to meet X Pac. And then me and Gene Oakland just talked there for like 30 minutes. Well,
That
I
is
was
awesome.
I was just sitting down in X Pac's line and I just talked to him.
That is so cool.
I watched him sign stuff and whatnot, but we had a 30-minute conversation. So he was funny because he got mad at his own people because he thought that I was in line to meet him and they didn't. I was just sitting down and they wasn't paying attention to me.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
He's really
At everybody, he looked. That's cool though, because at everybody in that place, he saw to see that you were taken care of,
yeah
and like I was, and you had to have a talk with him. I mean, dude, that's awesome.
because like Mean Gene and Xbox like their booths like right next to each other.
Hmm.
So like if you're in line for one, it kind of looks like you're in line for both of them.
Right.
And he thought that I was in line to meet him, but I got to talk to him and stuff. So
That
It
is
was
awesome.
he didn't really have anyone in his line. I was waiting, so we just started talking.
Hmm.
We started talking about like he looked at my book and stuff, all the autographs I had in it. Uh, he was like telling me stories about different wrestlers and stuff in my book that I met. Uh, he was just a really cool guy. If you ever got to meet Mean Gene Okerlund, you know what I'm talking about. Like he was a very very nice person. There's not many wrestlers or people in the wrestling business that cares about fans like that, like Mean
Yeah,
Gene Okerlund.
one of a kind.
He's once in a lifetime. There's never going to be another Mean Gene Okerlund.
No, sir.
All right, here's the big match: Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect.
For all the marbles right here.
Someone's going to be hitting the roads. They got to pack their bags and leave town.
And when the dust clears, there's going to only be one.
Yep. I still don't understand why they put them in the Royal Rumble match. Because, okay, they have this match set up, and whoever loses has to leave. What,
I guess
what
I
if
guess they're doing it. I guess to kind of set the tone for this match.
But what if one of them? What if the loser in this match would have won the Royal Rumble?
I didn't
But,
think about that. That's a good point.
but we already know who loses this match. Uh, but what if the person who loses this match won the Royal Rumble? They're supposed to leave the World Wrestling Federation, but they also got a WrestleMania main event. So
That would be an interesting predicament there, though.
I don't know if I would have put them in the. Well, obviously they didn't win, so
Yeah.
that wasn't going to be a problem. But what if? Like, what if the
Yeah.
person who lost this match won the Royal Rumble? This should easily be the best match
Oh,
on this
absolutely.
on this episode of Raw. Uh, the,
Oh, that was a good smack. Did it again.
ooh,
3 smacks.
mean, if he would have kept his mouth shut, he would have had a good job.
We got the lockup.
This is going to be a good old fashioned match. It, it's
Ooh, drop
it's starting
toho.
it's starting off slow and they're building up. Like
Yeah.
they're building up to this match.
Mr. Perfect with the Ali shuffle.
Mhm.
What's Bobby doing?
So he's on commentary and trying to manage Ric Flair. He's doing double duty.
Why is Bobby the Brain Heenan walking around with the damn hammer? He's got the hammer just stuffed in there. They're like, why?
Yes, he plans on. He's gonna hit Mr. Perfect with it. I don't know.
He's like the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. He just has all kinds of gimmicks with them to use during the match.
Yeah, I remember the Grand Wizard. He was in the old days of wrestling.
Yeah. That was the funny thing about him. He always had some kind of gimmick to use during the match. He always had somewhere on him because he had that long coat with a bunch of different pockets that he had stuff in.
Yeah, he would always use something.
Ooh, that was a nice chop. Ooh,
But there's
the
the
flare flop.
yeah, the Ric Flair flop. He
Here,
would
Bartlett. He's like, what was that?
he would do that on the concrete too. Like
Yeah.
he would get like eliminated from the Royal Rumble match and he'd throw a fit. Like he'd spend like 5 minutes just throwing a fit, and then he'd do the Ric Flair flop and
His temper tantrums are the best in wrestling. Nobody can throw a temper tantrum like Ric Flair.
No,
Nobody.
no. Maybe Kurt Angle will be second, but yeah, Ric Flair was the best at selling, and he would oversell. Like he would make it dramatic more than it would be, which is he just make it more funny than it should be.
Right. He was the best at it. I think there's a lot of a lot of people working today that took a page out of Flair's book. A lot of
Especially
them,
Cody Rhodes.
especially Cody Rhodes.
Yes, he takes a little bit from Dusty to Ric Flair to
That's true.
from Austin a little bit from he takes a little bit from all the but mainly Dusty and Ric Flair. Cody Rhodes kind of
Yeah, because Cody will throw out a figure four in a heartbeat.
he'll even do like a Ric Flair kind of like Ric Flair would have all these kind of screwy finishes,
Hmm.
and Cody has done that quite a few times, or like kind
Yeah,
of or like
here lately, yeah,
they'll come like a Dusty finish, like kind of like a Dusty Rhodes, which
yeah,
which
pretty
Ric
much the
Flair
invention of his dad.
yeah, with Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, they would have they were kind of similar in how they would have like a screwy kind of finish, uh, like to kind of like progress the story, whatever they were telling.
Mm. It will poke to the eye.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, that's a real deal chair right there.
Oh,
It's
Earl
a
Hebner,
referee.
referee
Yeah,
fell
that's
down.
Earl. That's definitely Earl.
He
I gotta
fell
go look at
down.
his face. That's Earl.
What? Almost, almost had a moon pie there.
Almost.
That's actually happened to Ric Flair a few times. Uh, there was one episode in the Ruthless Aggression era. He did that in his entire.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
It's happened in WCW. It's happened in. I think he intentionally does it sometimes
I think
because
Flair just loves to show his ass to people. I think that's just simply he just likes to do that.
because I've seen that happen quite a few times with Ric Flair, especially in WCW. I think it was like the first Nitro episode, or it was like one of the first ones. But he did it on Nitro and did it in the Ruthless Aggression era. I think it was Batista and Flair were tag champions, and he went to make a tag like he was like that, and then well, you know what happened with the rest.
So that's the thing back then, man. I mean, if you went to see a heated rivalry that had to do with Flair, there at some point you were gonna see his ass
Ooh, Mr.
for one
Perfect's
reason or
bleeding.
another.
He must have
It's
really
just,
got busted.
it's as sure as he starts to bleed, he's gonna show his ass.
Yeah.
Who was the Perfect's bleeding right now?
I wonder how he because back then they didn't really bleed on purpose. Like they would, I guess he, because like back then they didn't really allow blood on TV. So I guess I don't know. I guess he
He
nicked
may have done it
himself.
the hard way.
He probably he probably actually started bleeding. Maybe when they were on the outside, something happened and caused him to bleed. Or maybe he did blade or something. Because back then they would blade and like they'd have like a blade and then they cut themselves. Ooh, that was good. That's a good pin.
That was close. I agree with Bobby there. That was a pretty fast count. I gotta agree with Bobby on that one.
He's got a pretty big gash on his forehead.
Yeah, that must have been done the hard way.
Because if you look at his forehead, he's got a gash. Hey, is he going to turn him over? Bobby Heenan's losing it.
Bobby is losing it out there.
This could be it.
Oh, got to kick out. You see that crowd light up right there, boy?
Some of them were standing on their feet. Because, like, back then, this is a big deal. Like, if Ric Flair leaves the World Wrestling Federation, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, Davis says this was a really good match. So far, this has been a pretty good match between Perfect and Flair.
Oh yeah.
Like I expected. I mean, both of these guys are very good workers in the ring, so. Why is the referee all the way?
He's on the post.
He's going to get knocked down. Uh-oh, rolled him over.
They're both gassed out right now. You can tell they're tired.
Especially Mr. Perfect. He is.
Yeah, if you get a good look at it at the ref, that's totally Earl.
Ooh, that
Oh,
was a hard chop there. Suplex.
over the top.
He's definitely not going to beat Ric Flair with a suplex. Bobby Heenan's losing it.
He is losing it out there.
Come on, come on, come on. He's like how Chris would act with MJF.
Yeah,
He didn't
very
want MJF.
similar.
He didn't want MJF to win. He was.
You got a sleeper.
Gonna put him to sleep.
Bobby is about to give himself a stroke out there.
Man, he's gonna. This is the way they used to do it with the sleeper hold.
Yep.
Nowadays, if you don't raise your hand in one, they count you out. Like
Mm.
especially in AEW, like I've noticed, like when they're in a sleeper hold and they raise their hand up once, and if they don't do it up, then that's it. But back then, they would raise your hand up 3 times,
Yeah.
and if you didn't raise your hand up by the third time, then you're put to sleep. That was it.
Mm.
Kind of like how AEW uses tables in a normal match, and it's not a disqualification. I still don't understand that. But.
That is confusing.
Ooh, that was a botch.
Oh, what was that?
I don't think Mr. Perfect got high enough on that one. That could have been a pretty bad botch there. Now he's putting Flair in a sleeper hold. Is he tapping out?
It looked like it for a second.
Bobby Heenan's probably going to do something.
So he was trying to hand him that hammer, but the ref was looking right at him when he tried. And he put it right back in his coat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, drops him. Uh-oh, going for that leg.
Figure 4.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got the hanging onto the ropes too.
Referee, turn around.
The fan in the front row is losing it. He's got the
Earl, get
suit,
up and just kick his hands right off of that damn thing.
the one fan in the suit and tie. He's like losing it. Like, he's about to.
He's going for it again. He's got it again.
Dirtiest player in the game. I call him that for a reason. Well, he just keeps doing it. Every time the referee counts, and oh, he finally seen
Yeah, he saw him that time.
it.
He saw him that time.
He got too carried away with that.
He went to the well way too many times.
Will you
Bobby is
relax?
about to have a panic attack out there.
Then say, will you relax it, please? Who? You.
Oh my god. God, I miss Bobby. I miss him.
Okay, Ric Flair's going to the top. This is gonna
He's never been
backfire.
successful up there. Why is it going up there?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
In the
Oh,
history
no.
of Ric Flair, when have you ever seen him hit a move off the top rope?
Never.
He's, never,
He's not the type of
he's
guy to
always
go to.
right. He's
If
always
he
got
does
cut
go,
off.
if he does go to the top, it always backfires. No, he's got something in his. I knew
Oh,
it. Where's he
who's that?
go?
Brett? Oh shit!
No,
Boom! That was a nice shot with them, though. You gotta admit that was a good punch.
he probably knocked him out cold. Now putting it back in his. Nobody's seen it. Nobody's seen it. Nobody saw anything. That's not going to be enough. His foot's already on the rope.
What did he say?
How did you not catch that?
He
His
said,
foot was on the rope before
"Phew."
he even counted one.
Oh,
Probably he's got a big smile on his face
get
now.
the smile on his face, man. I love it. I love that smile. It's just that shit eating grin.
Basically, the commentary team was just Vince and Heenan talking. Like the other guy is just silent.
Yeah,
He ain't doing a
he's
damn
just
thing.
sitting there.
Uh-oh. Is Mr. Perfect going to do his Hulkamania little hot tag thing?
Hulking up,
Yeah. Or he's perfect. He's going to perfect up, I guess.
perking up.
He's going to do his Hulkamania. That's kind of what it looks like he's doing. I guess in his own style. Mr. Perfect's got some hard chops, though.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
Up and over.
Oh. Of course, that's
Oh,
well.
he never lands it on the top rope. He never lands it.
He did that pretty quick.
That was pretty fast.
Here we go. Don't fall for it. Every time Ric Flair puts his hands up, he's got something up his sleeve like that.
Come on, look up, ref.
Ah,
There he goes. He kicked it off. There you go, Earl. You show him who's boss.
uh-oh.
There we go. Perfect plex.
There it is.
Yeah, he slipped it in there so fast. That was so cool.
Every time he does a perfect plex, he's quick. Like, he gets him, takes that one step, and
And that is it, folks.
he just cut.
Bobby's losing it. I love seeing Bobby lose his shit, man.
He lost it. Ric Flair is officially out of the World Wrestling Federation.
WCW bound.
Well, no, he's definitely got to be going to ECW, right? No, we all know where he goes. That was a good main event.
Oh, that was awesome. Match of the night, without question.
It didn't really. I mean, we had 3 matches, and the other 2 matches didn't really, definitely didn't line up to that main event. That was an easy, like that was an easily 8 out of 10 main event. That was a really good match.
I loved it.
Definitely kept you entertained because you had Bobby Heenan doing what he was doing. You got Flair and Perfect in the ring, and both Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair are both very great wrestlers. Like they're very good in ring wrestlers, and they both can also entertain you without having to wrestle much either. Uh,
Yeah.
Especially Ric Flair, he's a good heel of entertaining the fans. Typhoon versus Doink the Clown. That's gonna be a squash match. Typhoon and the Doink the Clown. Oh man, he's terrible. I guess Bobby Heenan left the commentary table.
That was a good show. That was a good episode right there.
Well, that does it for the 3rd episode. Uh, that was a good. I guess my favorite part of that entire show was the main event between
Yeah.
Flair and Perfect. They put on a really, really good main event. Uh, and obviously, the stakes of the match make it even more entertaining because whoever loses has to leave the World Wrestling Federation. So it was a very intense match as well. So it just adds to the stakes.
I'm trying to wonder how Mr. Perfect started bleeding. I don't know. I didn't catch that.
No, I guess he when they went outside the ring, I guess that's when he started bleeding. I don't know.
Hmm.
He had a pretty big gash on his forehead. But yeah, I thought on the 3rd episode the main event was very entertaining. That was a very good main event.
Yeah.
Uh, Both Perfect and Flair are very great wrestlers, and they put on a very entertaining match. Uh, and Bobby Heenan had a lot to do with making it entertaining as well. What all he was doing outside the
He
ring,
was going nuts.
and like also the commentary team, it was mainly just Vince and Heenan talking, which
Yeah.
that's all they needed anyways. They didn't need a guy talking either way you look at it. But yeah, that was pretty. I mean, the first 2 matches were whatever. Kamala and Brooklyn Brawler. It was kind of a squash match, and then what was the first match? It was Randy Savage and Repo Man. Uh,
Yeah.
Randy Savage. It that was a longer match than Kamala and Brooklyn Brawler, but uh, Macho Man won and got his hat back. So I guess
Yeah.
that concludes that feud. But yeah, I'm ready for episode 4.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Push
I'm
and play.
pressing, but Ric Flair is officially out of the World Wrestling Federation. He's
Yep.
going on to wonder. He's going to go to the Ted Turner Company. So
And this intro is just like super. I would say iconic and kind of nostalgic, also
yeah,
because the video game. Because at the same time back then, they had the video game come out too, the WWF Raw, which was on I believe Super Nintendo, and it had the same intro that it does for this iteration of Raw.
oh wow,
Damien Demento versus Tatanka.
Damian Demenko, Demen, Damian Demento.
You get the Sturgis fans out there.
Macho Man's back on commentary. This Damien Demento guy, he's okay, I guess. He has, I don't know.
He's basically, I guess you can call him enhancement talent. He's basically just there to make the Tonka look good.
Yeah, because in the first episode, the very first episode of Raw, he pretty much him and the Undertaker had a squash match.
Yeah.
So he was in the Royal Rumble match too. So he's pretty much used just to put over the bigger talents. Which Tatanka's not really a big talent, but I guess you would say Tatanka's like a mid card guy. Uh, yeah, I guess you'd say Tatanka's like in the mid card, upper card.
Yeah, at that time, yeah, he's a mid Carter, I'd say.
Which the top tier card is like Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
But yeah, guys like Demento was just to kind of push guys like Tatanka or the Undertaker.
really, Ricky's eye. Oh, he must have.
Oh, Chris the Bar Beefcake.
Ooh, nice clothesline from Damien Demento. I'll give him that.
He's okay. I mean, he's as far as an enhancement talent, he's pretty decent. Not I've seen far worse enhancement talents.
Yeah, Demento with some offense now.
Ooh, I feel like that would hurt.
This is actually as much offense that Demento has had this whole time he's been on Raw.
Yeah, he didn't get any of this in against the Undertaker.
No.
He didn't do any of this, and he didn't really do much in the Royal Rumble either. In the Royal Rumble match, he didn't. He was kind of in there and out of there. He didn't last long in the Rumble match. So, yeah, this is pretty much the most offense we've seen of him so far.
Live on Monday Night Raw. Hit the bathroom right quick. Be right back.
All right. The crowd's chanting, "We want Flair." I guess they're not really happy. They're not happy with Ric Flair being not being with the World Wrestling Federation, which this was 20 something years ago. We all know what happens. Ric Flair goes to the world. He goes to WCW. Uh, he left after that match against Mr. Perfect. He finished up his time in WWF, and he went to WCW with obviously Hogan goes there, Savage goes there. A lot of guys like they leave WWF and go to WCW. I feel like the first major guy to leave was Ric Flair. He was the first one. Really, he was the first big name to jump ship. And then after Flair, it was Hogan and Savage, and in the first Nitro, Lex Luger went. Uh, Tatanka wins that one pretty quickly. That's like a five. Yeah, it was like a 5 minute match. Tatanka gets to win against I don't forget what his name was, but I guess this was at a house show. Madison Square Garden. American Red Cross. Yeah, I guess this was like a house show they ran. It's kind of cool to see the house shows from back then because like these were like the early house shows, so it's kind of cool to see them doing house shows back then and getting to see a little bit of it. I know on the WWE Vault on YouTube, they're showing stuff like that, like house shows and from way back then.
All right. Yeah, I remember at this time, as far as a viewer, you didn't even know Vince McMahon was running the show. You just thought he was just a dude announcing the whole time.
Yeah, like, a lot of people thought Gorilla Monsoon owned the company because Gorilla Monsoon was the one making the matches and like being like the commissioner and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but back then, as a normal viewer, you would probably just think that Vince was just a commentator. Uh,
And he had
Bruce,
kind of he had Jack Tunney too, who was kind of like the president of the WWF on TV.
yeah, yeah, you like you had Jack Tunney, you had Gorilla Monsoon, you had. So as a fan, you wouldn't really think that Vince owned the company. Bruce the Barber Beefcake. He's not going to be back for long because he also goes to WCW. So
Yeah.
he comes back for like a year, and then he kind of sees that they're not really going to start guys like him. They're not going to push anymore. So
Right.
earlier in the first match, the crowd was chanting, "We want Flair." I thought that was interesting because the fans were not really happy that Flair lost. I guess.
I think by that time, I think Flair had already signed the contract with WCW.
Yeah, people didn't know it yet, but like once he lost against Perfect, like shortly after that, he already signed his contract with WCW. Uh,
Yep.
I guess I guess during this episode, he hadn't debuted in WCW just yet. I'm not sure when he debuted on WCW, but it was shortly out. It was around this time period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Way to bring everybody down, Bruce.
that's
Jeez.
supposed to be his family, I guess. What kind of accident did he get in? Like a
He had
car?
I think this is whenever he had the boating accident, and
Oh,
something happened to his. He had I think it was like a speedboat or something like that hit his face or something like that.
oh wow.
He had to get reconstructive surgery.
So his face was all messed up and stuff. I guess.
Fans in the background, like who cares? Yeah, he was parasailing. That's what happened.
He must
I
have got
mean,
messed up.
like legit for real. I mean, it's a miracle he lived through all that. Honestly.
He must have got really messed up from what he's saying.
No, yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad, and they had to like reconstruct like half of his face. You can't really tell right now, but there's like a little. It's like a little. It's like a. If you look above his eye, well, not above his eye, like right below his eye, there's like a little. There's like a little scar there. You can barely see it, but it's there, and like a little
Yeah,
dimple. But yeah, honestly speaking, it's a miracle that he lived through all that. To be honest, I mean, anybody else probably would have died because like the whole thing smashed his face in. Like part of his face was just caved in.
yeah. It looks he got screwed up. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that fan's got a Sting shirt on.
I
That's
forgot that was
interesting.
Hulk Hogan's butt buddy.
Yeah, yeah. Hogan and Hogan and Beefcake was kind of they're really tight because uh when he goes to WCW, he plays three different characters: the Booty Man, the
The Zodiac and the
yeah,
Disciple.
he played the one I most remember is the Booty Man. That's the one I most remember.
No, the Booty Man. That was the Booty Man.
Yeah, he played he played the Zodiac with like Kevin Sullivan and the Shark and
Yeah,
Ming and all.
the Dungeon of Doom.
And then he left them and became the Booty Man. That kid's digging his nose.
He was pretty
I get,
unrecognizable when he came back as like because like he was the disciple during that whole when Ultimate Warrior came to WCW, and he kind of converted Bruce into like a warrior disciple. And like literally, I mean, you look at his career; he's literally just been a follower of somebody, if not
yeah,
Hulk
pretty
Hogan, then
much.
the Ultimate Warrior.
He's either following Hogan or Kevin Sullivan or Warrior or somebody.
I mean, if you look back at his old pictures when he was young, whenever Hulk Hogan brought him into the business, he looked exactly like Hulk Hogan. Like he pretty much copied Hulk Hogan's look to the T, from the long blonde hair and everything. Like back whenever they first got into wrestling.
I feel like this is going on a little too long.
Very, very long. The fans are getting restless out there. The fans are like, "Who cares?"
I mean, I get the stuff that he's talking about, his accident, and I understand all that, but now I feel like it's just dragging.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what they have at the time. They had Raw Mag. They had WWF magazine. That's what you
Yeah,
put it. That's what you use it for. You put that. You put that in WWF magazine. The TV
yeah. Like
shows for wrestling.
you can put his whole, you can put all this into the magazine, and kind of like tell about his accident and his
Yeah,
parents and all this. I mean, you can talk about it on TV, but you don't have to like. You ain't got to take up half the show to do. To, I guess you're gonna go against Yokozuna then. He said it doesn't matter
they
how big or how small.
they give all that time to Bruce the Barber Beefcake. All that TV time.
That was time wasted. I mean, some of it was heartfelt, but
Yeah,
once it got once it got over that time, once it went over 10 minutes, I mean,
it's like, all right, we get it, bro.
it just felt like it was. After a while, I just dragged. I mean, all right, where is this going? I mean, all right, we understand the accident and your parents and all this, but I don't know. That could have been 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah, that could have been a lot shorter.
I mean, we only have an hour for Raw during this time, so who is this?
Raw and Order. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. I'll give him that.
Raw in order. It's Raw in order. Okay.
It's a nice little ass on her.
If you want some, if you're trying to draw in the male audience, that's
There you
definitely a way to
go.
do it. So I guess this is how Eric Bischoff got the idea of the Nitro Girls.
Yeah.
He took what Vince did, but made it into something more. I guess we got a
High
tag match.
energy.
They're gonna lose these two other guys.
I know who Iron Mike Sharp is. I know him.
Yeah, I know who he is. This other guy, I don't. I always really liked. I really like Coco Beware and Owen Hart as the tag team.
They were cool together.
High energy. I don't really think those tights. I don't know. At the Royal Rumble, it felt like those tights were kind of falling off of him when he was going through.
Very 90s. These very 90s.
Yeah, this is definitely the '90s. Like Iron Mike Sharp is actually a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah.
Uh, Now, right here, he's just being used to be a jobber, but
Look at the
ooh,
size of him. That dude is huge.
ooh, that was a good move by. I like how he hit Owen Hart. He did like what we called that. Like Shawn Michaels does it. He got hit but used his feet and then kicked back up.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I don't know what you would call that though. Coco Beware. Ooh,
Nice.
ooh, that was a good drop kick by
He got some
Coco.
air on that drop kick.
Oh, yeah, this is it right here. Ooh, oh wow, that was a good.
He landed on his feet with that drop kick.
That was a
That is
good.
cool.
That was a very unique way of pinning your opponent. That was very cool.
I've always loved how Coco Beware can do a drop kick and land right on his feet. Not many people can do that. Can pull that off.
Yeah, he did that. I like how he did the move off the top rope, and that was very like that. I feel like that's a very unique way of doing a tag team finish. And
Yeah.
that was a really cool finish. Obviously, that match didn't last but 2 minutes, but I feel,
Right?
I feel like they utilized the time they had, and uh, how would you say it? They only had like 2 or 3 minutes, but the time that they had, they made the most of it
Yeah.
because they did all those flashy moves in less than 2 minutes. So that's what you have to do in wrestling sometimes. Like when they only give you 5 minutes, you got to make the most of it in that 5 minutes.
Doink just beating the hell out of Crush with the fake arm. That's still funny as hell to me. Just the image of Doink just beating him with it.
And he's going to Clown going against Typhoon. Typhoon's going to kill him, but I don't know because Doink the Clown can sometimes find his way around things.
They messed up when they turned him babyface. I think, man, they should have kept him heel because I mean, that's a brilliant character, an evil, trolling clown. I mean, take my money. I mean, that's awesome to me. And then they changed it up, and made him babyface, and he got cheesy.
Yeah. when something works, don't fix it. Or what's the saying? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
It is typhoon. This is gonna be an interesting match. One half of the natural disasters and a clown.
I saw a fan with the Ico Pro shirt. I'm gonna see if I can find me an Ico Pro shirt. I'm pretty sure I can find one on eBay somewhere.
Yeah, you could probably. They probably got some way you can buy some of those shirts.
I would totally wear an Ico Pro shirt today.
Oh, we actually brought him down. I did not expect him to do that.
Nice takedown from Doink.
I didn't think he'd take him out. I don't think he would take because like size comparison, like Typhoon's a pretty big guy
Yeah.
compared compared to the Doink the Clown, but uh-oh.
Just threw him off. he, he is straight up mat wrestling with Tafa.
Yeah, he's mat wrestling with him. Oh man, this guy sucks on commentary.
That's what I was thinking too, dude. they
They
I'm
should have
guessing
just
that they have some kind of deal with the radio station or something to
they
have
should
him
have
there.
just made it. They should have just made the commentary team Vince, Macho Man, and Bobby Heenan.
Yeah.
But like you said, they probably because like they're in New York City at the Manhattan Center,
Hmm.
and he's a radio host. So I bet he's a radio host in New York City somewhere,
Yeah.
and they made a deal, and that's why he's on there.
And
Because New
Davis,
York's
you're right. He is the perfect heel, and they fucked that up.
yeah, yeah. Don't the Clown was he was he was perfect as a heel. There was no need to turn him babyface. Oh,
Oh, he caught him.
that's probably it. Or this is the beginning of the end. Oh, we missed him.
Oh,
Or
oh,
that
from
can't be
Brett's
it.
rope.
Wow.
He got him with that, and he pulled the tights.
I didn't. Wow. Don't the Clown beat Typhoon like it wasn't nothing. That's kind of embarrassing for a big guy. I'd call it an upset. Wow. I didn't expect that to be the. I didn't expect that to be how he won.
The nice pull of the tights.
He cheated too, so it kind of protects Typhoon a little bit uh, because Typhoon didn't. He didn't beat Typhoon clean, so.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, don't the
And this is
Clown
what I
beat
used to
Typhoon?
watch Saturday mornings.
Yeah. And they put it on. They put it on the perfect time slot in the mornings, like Saturday mornings in the '90s is when all the kids are watching cartoons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's the
In
perfect
fact,
time.
this is like right after a block of cartoons that USA used to have.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of kids back then are gonna see this or see the WWF Mania. So I wish they still had stuff like that, like some type of show during Saturday mornings for WWE or
Yeah.
something. I remember him. I don't remember what his name is, but
And the thing is, before Raw had debuted, WWF Mania was how a lot of fans got digested a lot of the storylines because they would have superstars and they would have like every now and then they would have Saturday night's main event, but for a lot of young fans it was hard to kind of keep up with the storylines. So WWF
yeah,
Mania was one of those ways that we can easily digest those storylines before Raw debuted.
yeah, like they would. There was like Superstars, Tuesday Night Titans, and they'd have like Saturday night's main event every once in a while.
Yeah.
Who died? Oh,
Oh, this one
Andre.
Andre passed. Yeah.
Oh wow, this is a historic episode then, because this is like the tribute show, I guess, or like the
And thing is that there are many wrestlers that Vince knew, but Andre the Giant is the only one that he cried over whenever he died. Like he knew many wrestlers that died, but Andre was the one that actually made him shed tears. And that's the thing though, he hasn't cried over a wrestler since. He's like Andre the Giant's been the only wrestler that Vince McMahon has ever cried over.
1946 to 1993. That was a pretty historic episode then, because
Yeah.
that's the episode that they pay tribute to Andre the Giant. Oh wow,
Hey,
Lord Alfred
$12
Hay.
film.
Lord Alfred Hay was probably one of the most boringest commentators I've ever heard.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, was the Hasbro figures. I loved these commercials back then.
I totally had these. I had these.
I've got a few of them still. I've got Mr. Bar Beefcake. I think I got Jay the Snake and a few of them. Slim Jim. I like how we're able to see like a lot of the old commercials watching this.
I love that.
Like at least the WWE themed commercials. Yokozuna, your 1993 Royal Rumble winner. Oh wow, he's gonna get crushed.
Oh, this is what I was telling you about. He's gonna crush this dude. Oh my god. Yes, this is it. This is it, I believe.
This
He
is
is
a
gonna fuck
slaughter.
this dude up. I don't know if he rubbed Yoko the wrong way backstage or what, but
He probably did.
he is gonna. I think this is the match when he crushes this dude.
Rest in peace. David says, "Yeah, Yokozuna messed this little guy up."
And that's the thing. If Yoko liked you, he would take care of you. But if you rubbed him the wrong way, you better watch out. Those assaulting to the fans.
Oh, you watched this live. That's really cool, Davis.
Yeah, I believe this is the guy who gets squished.
Uh-oh.
I
He
love
already
that
looks
shot
good.
between his legs.
They always show that angle of him doing that. Look at the camera guy just.
Boom. He ran right into it.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan on the phone. Ooh,
There's Hacksaw.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan on the phone. How you doing, Vince?
I love Hacksaw, man. He is awesome. Cancer
Oh,
survivor as well.
and also Jim Duggan. He also goes to WCW shortly.
Yeah.
Uh, like all the Golden Era guys, like they're basically done with during this time period. So Hogan and Savage and all these guys end up in WCW.
Mm.
Because like
Davis,
Vince,
I watched live.
I watched.
Oh yeah, I did too. I remember when I watched it live too. I was like 8 years old.
Ooh. Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna go. He's gonna completely destroy this dude.
Yeah, he's going to destroy him. Watch. I think this is it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yep, that was the best kind of squash match as we.
that was a literal squash match.
Oh.
All right, tough guy.
Like right now, they're gonna start. I guess the coming weeks they're gonna build towards Bret Hart and Yokozuna, but Hogan screws that whole story up. Uh, if you know what happens at WrestleMania this year, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that
Hogan
whole
screws.
debacle.
He screws that whole match up.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan just had to get his way.
Bret Hart, Hogan didn't want to lose to Bret Hart. Like, there's the IRS and $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. But like, if you
It's,
watch like Bret Hart talking about that, like Hogan did not want to lose to Bret Hart. Like he refused to,
no. Mm-mm.
and and that's the reason they did it the way they did it. And Yokozuna kind of got the worst end of it. Are they the tag champions? I
Yep.
guess they've got a pretty solid tag division too. They got High Energy, they got the Steiners, they got uh, Natural Disasters,
Yeah, this
IRS.
time they had a pretty nice tag team division.
I mean, just the Steiners and High Volt and High Energy, just them two alone, pretty good. Is a good tag division.
The $1 Million Man said that totally wrong, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. Ted DiBiase, I agree. You got a Fruit Loops.
After 3 years of never being in the ring.
Yeah. Just 10 minutes. Not a quarter. They're gonna flip a quarter to see who it goes against.
Yep. Gonna do it like
Just
men.
I win. He didn't even flip it.
Probably a double-sided coin. But then again, he's the one that handed the coin to the $1 Million Man. So
Is Jimmy Hart a heel?
Jimmy Hart, baby.
It's over, baby. Now Jimmy Hart looks the exact same there as he does today as well.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart ain't aged at all.
Give or take a few pounds, he looks the same.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something,
What do
baby.
you think about that?
Money Eaton was a pretty good tag team too.
Yeah.
They were a very classic tag team back in the golden era. The IRS and the $1 Million Man.
I have to admit, IRS was a pretty cool character. It was, I
Yeah.
mean, at the time, it was a really cool character because it made sense. Everybody hates the tax man, you know.
During this time period, the '90s, you could get away with a $1 Million Man or a IRS type character.
Here's the funny thing: why would IRS and the $1 Million Man be hanging out? Wouldn't they be enemies? Think about it.
You would
The
think.
IRS is trying to get the $1 Million Man's money. I mean, think about it. In
Technically,
reality, they would not coexist.
I guess in some weird way, the IRS and the $1 Million Man like each other. Oh, here's Lex
Oh, here
Luger.
we go.
This is Luger's first Raw appearance.
They gave him the most gaudiest music.
Yeah, once they went to the Lex Express, they gave him good theme music.
Yeah.
The Narcissist.
I got love for Luger because he used to be a Packer. So I'm always
Yeah.
gonna have love for Luger. This is a mirror. Look at the ring girl. They did that deliberately. That was totally on purpose. The ring girl. Big Mama out there. Look at Lex.
That was deliberately done on purpose.
That was on purpose.
Is she supposed to wrestle? Or?
I don't know, but that woman had a lot of ass on her. She is.
This would be perfect. Oh, this makes sense.
This when he passed the ball to himself. I remember that.
Like every week they would have Mr. Perfect being the best at everything. Like he was perfect at football, golf, tennis. Like every week they'll show something different. Any kind of sport, anything, he was perfect at.
The man threw himself a pass. How perfect is that?
He's gonna throw a pass to himself. Obviously, they cut this to where he actually caught it.
Let's see. If a man catches on pass, he should be in the NFL.
Yeah, he, especially that far.
They shot it well. They shot it well, though. I like the way they shot it.
And like the next week it'll be like golf, and the next week it'll be like baseball one week. Like every week they do like video packages like that to show how perfect he is.
They have him doing golf. He did golf one time. He had a
Yeah,
hole in one in every hole.
yeah, he did golf. I think he did baseball one time. He may have done basketball maybe. But like any sport you can think of, he was perfect. That's kind of how he turns heel. Um, Mr. Perfect was better as a heel than a baby
Yeah,
face
I agree. I agree with that.
because basically he acts like that. Since he's Mr. Perfect, he's better than you, and he's perfect. He's perfect, and you're not. So it makes for a perfect heel. No pun intended. But Mr. Perfect was perfect as a heel. That's
Yeah.
just certain guys were better as certain characters, and some guys were better as baby faces, and some guys were better as heels. And Mr. Perfect was just better as a
Yeah.
heel.
And I don't think anybody could ever played Mr. Perfect except for Kurt Hennig.
No, he was the perfect person to play Mr. Perfect. So it's hard not to rhyme, but that's just how it is. And this is Mr. Perfect's Raw debut because he debuted at the Royal Rumble,
Uh-huh.
so this would make his first Raw appearance.
The narcissist. Or the narcissist. See, Vince is calling the narcissist now. I don't know why Bobby calls him narcissist.
Luger's dog walking this dude.
I think he was using his doing the forearm as a finisher back then. Because I do remember the angle when he had the motorcycle accident. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was real or not to this day. I think he actually did have a motorcycle accident, and they had to put a plate right here on his forearm, and he would use that in the match.
He used his pinky to pin
As a narcissist would.
him. He's still gonna beat him up, I guess. He's lightly touching him. He's gonna
Luger
go.
adding some insult to injury. Go for a big spin for no apparent reason. For no reason at all, he just decided to get a guy a spin. I bet the guy wasn't even expecting that.
No, he probably wasn't. He's all like, "What are you doing?" Lex Luger was definitely in his first few appearances. He definitely was kind of green a little bit or inexperienced, I guess you'd say.
Macho Man with that bedazzled uh, crack down on hunger shirt.
Yeah,
Titan Sports.
Well, that does it for the fourth episode.
I love going back and watching these old Raws, man. These are fun.
Yeah. Especially like seeing all the old commercials and like the old advertisements
Yeah.
and seeing all these old wrestlers. Well, they're old now today, but uh, all these like just about all the wrestlers who were on the show were all Hall of Famers. Mr.
Yeah.
Perfect Hall of Famer, $1 Million Man Hall of Famer, IRS Hall of Famer, Lex Luger definitely a Hall of Famer, um, like Yokozuna Hall of Famer. Like how many Hall of Famers did we see in this one show? Like we saw multiple Hall of Famers. Uh, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed both these episodes. But I think the third episode was a little bit better than the fourth episode. Uh, Only because that Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect match was so good that I don't think they could have topped it with anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely thoroughly enjoyed both these episodes, both shows. Definitely seen a lot of cartoonish gimmicks. You had Doink the Clown, you had Brooklyn Brawler, you had the IRS and $1 Million Man, Bruce the Barber Beefcake. So it's still cartoonish a little bit right now, but you can kind of see they're shifting away from that because you got someone like Lex Luger coming in, Yokozuna, Bret Hart's your world champion, Shawn Michaels. So like they're slowly moving away from that. Uh, but yeah, for me, episode 3 was my favorite of the two. Uh, as I said, mainly because of that main event. Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect put on a very good match. Very, very entertaining match because first you have the high stakes of it. You have whoever loses is going to be leaving the
Yeah.
company, so that like adds to the stakes. And the match is really good, so it just adds to it. So, what did you think about both?
I feel the same. Like episode 3 was the better out of the two, and watching
Yeah,
that Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect match again brought back good memories. Because like I remember watching it when it was going down live, and as a kid, I'm thinking to myself, is Ric Flair really gonna go? Is he really gonna leave? And I mean, it
yeah,
pulls you in, and watching it again is very nostalgic. And I love going back and watching these old episodes of Raw because, um, it kind of reminds me of why I love watching professional wrestling. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed both episodes, and but yeah, I'm loving this look back in time.
yeah. Like, and even like the point you made, like, if Ric Flair was really going to leave, because like back then there was no internet, so
Yeah,
kayfabe was very much alive back then. So, but you were because if you're watching it in real time, you're like, maybe they're gonna pull a swerve. Like, is he really gone? Like, is there gonna be like a wiggle way room? He comes back. It's like you didn't
yeah,
really know, and you didn't really because like these days, you hear rumors of someone in WWE going to AEW and someone in AEW going to WWE. Back then, you didn't have that. Like, if someone was leaving, you'll see like Ric Flair, like you didn't know where to go. Whenever he went to WCW, that's when you knew. Like it
yeah,
would every big surprise. Like if someone was leaving WWF to go to WCW, you didn't really hear about it, like in rumors or whatever. Like you would see it in real time. Kind of like Lex Luger, uh, because one night he was with WWF and the next night he was in WCW. Uh,
yeah,
and back these days, you'd have already known about it. Like there would have been rumors and dirt sheets and everyone speculating about it and reporting about it. But that was the good thing about these days was you didn't have the internet. So I see personally for me, I liked it better when we didn't have the internet and wrestling news outlets and stuff reporting
mhm,
about it because it kind of takes the surprise away.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
because like any kind of big debut, like if someone's going to sign with another company, you have like Dave Meltzer already reporting about it, so it's not really a surprise anymore.
mhm,
But back in these days, there was no internet and there wasn't really access to it, like to like backstage news and stuff. So when someone went to a different company, you didn't really like when you found out about it is when the actual show happened. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I definitely enjoyed the third episode. Flair and Perfect had a really good match. I guess the fourth match was just mainly just to get some guys used. I guess just about every match was a squash match. I guess
Hmm.
uh, the main event, Lex Luger, was Luger's Raw debut. He pretty much squashed whoever that guy was. Uh, high high energy. Owen Hart and Coco Beware. They had a pretty decent match. Uh,
Hmm.
they did set up the match for the following episode. We'll see in our next live reaction. Uh, I believe it was Ted DiBiase. He's going against Brutus the Bar Beefcake because they flipped the coin, but he didn't really flip it. But yeah, they kind of built on that and stuff. Yokozuna, he went against that other enhancement talent. But yeah, that was pretty much for our Monday Night Raw live reaction. We will be back on Sunday for episodes 5 and 6. Uh, I'm assuming the next pay per view would be WrestleMania
I think so.
because they didn't really like the main four pay per views they had back then was WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I don't think they had many in between those pay per views.
No.
Uh, maybe like In Your House or Saturday Night's Main Event, but
Hmm.
uh, yeah, we'll be back on Saturday for our episodes 5 and 6. Definitely check out all the links in the description below. We are on Facebook and Twitter with the Wide World of Wrestling. And definitely check out Mr. Jacobs' YouTube channel and his Twitch account, which is also in the links in the description below. Uh, yeah, is there anything you want to add on before we sign off?
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And yeah, join us next time.
Yeah, we'll be we do these. I'm getting tongue twisted. We do these shows every Thursday and Saturday. Normally, this is a Wednesday. I'm going to be out of town, so that's why we did this early. But we will be back on Saturday. But our normal times for these shows is Thursdays and Saturdays. Uh, but yeah, we will see you guys on Saturday for our next Monday Night Raw live reaction.
Peace out.